Okay, welcome to our second lesson, which is on adding integers. What you will learn today: the rules for adding and subtracting integers, modeling adding and subtracting integers using both the number line and the integer styles. Are you ready? Alright, let's do this. Alright, definitions you need to remember is absolute value. Remember that the absolute value is the distance of a number from 0. For example, we have the absolute value of 9 is 9, or the absolute value of negative 9 is still 9. Why? Because they are both the same distance away from 0. Okay, we learned that last class, so let's move on. Please remember that any number that you see with no symbol in front of is a positive number. Example, we have 9. 9 doesn't have a symbol. It's positive. Okay, moving on. Now, first rule for adding integers. If the signs are the same, pretend the signs aren't there. And then you add the numbers, and then you put the sign of the addends in front of your answer. Oh my God, miss, can you speak English? What does this mean? Okay, just watch this example. 9 plus 5. Now, 9 is positive. We all should know that. And 5 is also positive. That means 9 plus 5, we get 14. Our answer stay positive since both numbers were positive in the first place. Secondly, we have negative 9 plus negative 5. They are both negative, so then we add 9 plus 5, we get 14, and we keep the same negative sign. So our answer will be negative 14. Example. Here we have negative 3 plus negative 5. We add both numbers since they are the same sign. And then we keep the sign, the negative sign. I will show you guys a little song in class, but no, I'm not going to sing it now. Okay, so next one, 4 plus 7. 4 is positive, 7 is positive, same sign, so we just add them. And of course, we keep the same sign, so our answer will stay positive. Here we have negative 6 plus negative 7, same sign. We add 6 plus 7, 13, and then we keep the same negative sign that they had. Now, go ahead and try to do the last two by yourselves. Pause, and then come back. Alright, welcome back. Now, here are the answers for the last two. That will be 14, and the next one will be negative 18. Now, the second rule for adding integers. If the signs are different, we pretend that the signs are not there. Once again, that is only if the signs are different. In the beginning, we pretend that they're not even there. We subtract the smaller from the larger number, same way as we subtract, and then we keep the sign of the absolute value of the larger number in our answer. So let's take a look at an example. They're both different signs, so we subtract. 9 minus 5, we get 4. And then now 9 has the largest absolute value because it's 9 units away from 0, and 5 is only 5 units away. So which one has the bigger absolute value? 9. So negative 9 has the largest absolute value, so our answer will turn into negative. Another way you can think of these is money. Negative 9, oh my God, I do not have any money in my account. I actually owe the bank $9. But when I go in and I deposit the $5, what is the bank going to do? They're going to take those $5, so that means you still owe them $4. Okay, so think of money. That's always easier. Alright, let's go ahead and try this. 3 plus negative 5. Again, different sign, so we have to subtract. different sign, subtract. Same sign, add, different sign, subtract. So 3. So technically with this as 3 minus 5, which would be 2. And then we keep the sign of the bigger number, and that would be negative 2. Next, negative 4 plus 7. Different sign again, so we subtract them normally, 7 minus 4. And then we keep the sign of the 7 since 7 is the bigger number, so our answer will stay positive. Next one, negative 6 plus negative 7. 7 has the bigger absolute value. 7 minus 6 again is 1, so our answer will stay positive. Go ahead and try these last two by yourselves. Pause, because remember you do have a quiz at the end. Alright, welcome back. So here are the answers. So our answer will be negative 4. And our answer here, those two are opposites. We know opposites cancel each other to turn into 0. Okay, so now let's take a look at how we model adding integers on the number line. Things you need to remember is if the number is positive, we are moving on the right. If it is negative, we are moving on the left. Again, positive to the right, negative to the left. Example, here we have positive 3 plus negative 5. I'm going to start at 0. 0 is always our starting point. And I'm going to move 3 units to the left. This is what this is telling me. Move 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3. Now, I end up at 3. I need to move 5 units to the left. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, this is telling me how many units to move. I cannot just do move from here and move all the way to negative 5. No. This is telling me to move 5 units to the left from where I am. So if I'm right here, I need to move 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See it? I need to move 5 units to the left. Not go to 5. Not go to negative 5. No. I need to move 5 units. This is the correct one. Alright, so from here we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we end up at negative 2. So negative 2 will be the answer. Again, you can always apply the rules. Here we have positive 6 plus negative 4. Again, I'm going to start at 0 and move 6 units to the right. And from my position at positive 6, I need to move back 4 units to the left. So from here I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I move back 2 units to the left. And our answer will be positive 2. Another thing to remember is whenever you see, this should be in parentheses, a plus and a minus, you can think of it, let me rewrite this. So if we have 6 plus negative 4, another way you can do is think of them plus and minus, turn this into a negative. So this is technically 6 minus 4. A plus and a minus will give you a negative. Alright, go ahead and try this one by yourselves and then come back and check the answer, the modeling. Alright, so here's the answer. So our answer will be positive 4. Alright, before we move on to negative, let's take how to subtract integers. Let's take a look at how we model adding integers using the algebra tiles. So here we have an example, negative 2 plus 3. So we start with 2 negative integer chips, and then we need to add 3. It's again positive. What is going to happen here is the opposite numbers, the 0 pairs, are going to cancel each other out. Okay, so here our answer will be positive 1. Let's try another one. So here we have negative 6 plus negative 5. Take a look. if I have negative 6 chips, and then we need to add negative 5 to it, so now our total will be negative 11. Okay, so now our answer will be negative 11. Okay, now let's move on. Let's get back to the PowerPoint and move on to subtracting integers. Alright, so here we are subtracting integers. Now, it is the exact same rule as adding, except you need to keep in mind a couple of things. When we are subtracting a negative number, it is the same as adding a positive number. All we do is change those signs and then we add them. Example, 2 minus negative 7. So once again, this is a minus and a minus. It's going to turn into a plus. Now, a lot of you are asking me, Miss, oh my God, aren't we supposed to be subtracting? Why are we adding? Alright, let's go to Gizmos and see why this works. Okay, so let me find another example. So perfect. Here we're starting with positive 5. 5 integers chips, yellow ones. Okay, and now we need to take away 4 negative integer chips. There's no red ones here. So next thing we need to do is to add the 0 pairs. I need 4 of them. Okay, now that I add in the 0 pairs, now I have enough chips to take away 4 negative ones. Now I can take away the negative ones. 2, 3, 4. What am I left with? 9 positive integer chips, right? Isn't it the same thing as 5 plus 4? Exactly. So that's why this works. Alright, so moving on. Back to the PowerPoint. Alright, so here let's go ahead and practice a few. So here we have 8 minus negative 12. Once again, pretend you have magical powers. Turn these guys into a plus. Alright, so here we have 8 plus 12 is equal to 20. And over here we have 22 minus negative 30. Again, let me write on this. Again, turn these to plus. 22 plus 30, we get 52. Now, pay very close attention to this one. This is negative 17 minus negative 3. Again, this minus minus is going to turn into a plus, which is right here. And then we can add them by following rule number 2 of adding integers. So here we have negative 17 plus 3, different sign, so we have to subtract them. 17 minus 3, we get 14, and we keep the sign of the absolute value of the larger number, which is 17. So we keep the negative sign in our answer. Please rewind that one, make sure you understand it. And here we have negative 52 minus negative 5. Again, this is the same as adding. They have different sign, so we add them. This is negative 52 and negative 5. They have the same sign. Once again, remember, the same rules apply. Same sign, we add, and we keep the same sign. Okay? Alright, that's it. Hopefully you guys learn a lot. Remember, if you have any questions, send them to me through Edmodo and I will answer them as I do receive them. And also rewind the video if you have any questions, if you were lost on any section, because you do have a quiz at the end. Good luck on that one.